Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel, Drop the Tea. And I appreciate each and every one of you for coming over to my live this morning. How is everyone doing? Hello, we have Josie. Hello. And we have Capricorn Flower. Hello. And thank you for modding for me. Hello, Linda Gamble. Hello. And thank you for modding for me. Who else do we have in here? All right, I'm going to wait a minute to let people come in because you guys are not used to me coming live this early. But I did tell you guys to keep your notifications on because I will start coming live earlier in the morning or afternoon. Let's see what you said here. Josie said, no, not until he do right by Melody and his children. He needs to have a sincere repentance. Okay. Looks like we got 13 people in here so far. And good morning to you as well. Good morning, everyone. Rose. And we're going to get into some of the things that you guys are saying, but we do have to get through the 10-minute mark. So you see the thumbnail, Ken Martell rebrand. So what I start doing is sometime I'll talk about what's going on in the YouTube streets, or sometime, I'll be having like things that are on my heart that I want to talk about that I won't talk about it because I'll say, well, let me just talk about what's going on in the YouTube streets. But I have decided to go with what I want to go with. I don't have to always talk about what's going on in the YouTube streets. I want to start talking about things that, that I've been thinking about. I want to do my own content or, what's on my heart to talk about for you guys. That's what I got this platform for, to talk about what I want to talk about. So I know some people might not like it, and I understand that, but my platform is for me to talk about what I want to talk about. I'm a Millimeter, so I love Melanie to my heart. I love her to death. But I do want to talk about what I want to talk about on my platform. And it's not hurting anyone for me to talk about different things. But I do want to talk about Martell. Because I keep hearing all these recordings about can he rebrand? And I'm just trying to figure out what is he rebranding? So I got up this morning and I was thinking about that. And then also, I'll be on these YouTube streets. And I also go back and look at different things that he's been talking about or things that people have been talking about him. And I'm like, what can he rebrand? What are we rebranding? So let's pause for a moment. What? So let's, we're going to think about that for a minute until the 10-minute mark. So we got 23 people in here. So I want you guys to just think about that for a minute and let us get through the 10-minute mark. And then I want you guys to put that in the chat. But we're going to think about that. So we got 23 people in here. And let me know, what do you think rebranding means for Martell? And also, we're going to talk about that. I also do want to talk about some other things as well. I do want to talk about something I've seen over there on Tasha K. What Tasha K, she was talking about Leandy and Mendici. I do want to talk about that. And also Tiana Taylor and Shaquella Robinson. So I want to talk about that as well. But our main focus is going to be on Martell LeVar Holt, the rebranding of Martell. So we're going to talk about that. So we're going to get through the 10-minute mark. And then also last night we were talking about relationships. We was on here for about 3 hours last night. We had a really good conversation about different relationships, and I really appreciate everybody who participated in it. And also, Goddess for me, she really was giving some gems last night about different things. I really, really, really appreciate her for giving a lot of information. Also, it was some other people in the chat that was giving out good information as well. I'm going to bring that back again tonight. We're going to talk about that again tonight. Also, I was talking about the podcast, The Conversation, and it was with men and women. And I really liked what the men's were saying, and also the women. But then someone brought it to my attention that behind the scenes, because, I don't be on the back channels or be going behind the scenes. I did not know they had got into it. The people that was running the Conversation podcast had got into it because I really liked it, the information that they were bringing out. So, some people in my chat was talking to me, telling me about that. I'm getting tongue-tied this morning. They were talking to me about that some people that do the podcast, The Conversation, I think it was SHARI who was telling me that they had got into it. And I really hate that for them because they were like a Black podcast with men and women. It's called The Conversation, and they had got into it. So I really liked it, the conversation. The little clips and stuff I had seen, I had really liked hearing their opinions about different things. Let's see, who else we have in here? Henrietta, is that Henrietta? Am I saying that right? Henrietta Fox, good day. Hello, good morning. Hello, Linnell, good morning. Hello, Tay, good morning. Hello, Charnel Monet, my member and T-Sipper. Good morning. Hello, Lorcy Jones, my member and T-Sipper. And I'm going to read your comments in just a moment once we get past this 10-minute mark. Hello, baby girl 1981, my mod, and also one of my T-drops. Her and Capricorn are my mods in T-drops. And one of my T-drops. Who else do we have in here? All right, looks like we got 25 people in here so far. So if we got 25 people in here, so we should have 25 likes. So if you're in the bushes, come on down and give a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Just jump on out the bushes. So yes, if y'all was in the conversation on the chat last night, and we had a really good conversation about, it was for like if you were married, if you were divorced, or if you have been in a long-term relationship and you were not anymore. It's good to get, different things out that you want to talk about because sometimes, we are alone. We don't have people that we can vent to or talk about different things or ask questions. So we have the relationship talk. So some people who have been married for a long time or who have got divorced, that, they can give like advice and talk about different things, or people who have been in long-term relationships, they can talk about different things, or people who are just getting out of a relationship and don't know if they want to get back into one, they can give advice, or people who are married, they can give advice as well. We talked about, like red flags, like, for instance, if you were in a long-term relationship and you got out of a long-term relationship, or you were in a long-term marriage and you got a divorce. Now, just say you back in the dating world. Do Did you learn anything from your marriage? Did you learn anything from your long-term relationship that you was in? Do you uh, spot red flags when you're trying to date again? If you see a red flag right away, do you give them the deuces? What do you do? We were talking about things like that. So I thought that was a very good conversation. And we're almost at that 10-minute mark, guys. Almost there. Almost at our 10-minute mark, guys. And then I was also looking at some stuff where they were saying that they had got some files about the Shaquilla Robinson case where some stuff has been redacted. Some stuff that I didn't even know where I think one of the girls has legally changed her name. The Cabo Six, one of those, what's her name? Janaea had legally changed her name to Amani Green, I think. I think, yeah, she had changed her name. And let's see. And then Tasha K, she was talking about Yandy and Mandisi, about Mandisi has checked out of their marriage. I already knew he had checked out of the marriage once he stopped wearing that ring, and once they were at they had went to counseling, and they were sitting there talking, and he was talking about it felt like a job to him. I was just like, whoa. We're going to get into it in just a second here. All right, guys, we're at the 10-minute mark. All right, guys, thank you guys for joining my live. Welcome to my channel, Drop the Tea. Everything I say on my channel is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. It's all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Also, let me put this up here. Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. There is an allowance for fair use of copyrighted material for such purposes as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research and learning. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Any of the clips that I show, I do not own the rights to any of the clips. I do not own the rights to any of the clips that I'm about to show. Also, if you want to send me any type of information, I do have an email address. That is dropthetea74@gmail.com. Again, that's dropthetea74@gmail.com. Also, it is listed in the description box. Also, if you want to become a content creator, you can reach out to the Silva Talk Show at gmail.com. Again, that's the Silva Talk Show at gmail.com. That is listed in the description box. If you would like to become a member of the channel, my link is listed in the description box. All right, guys, let's get to it. Now, I told you guys that I'm going to just start talking about what I want to talk about on my channel. I will talk about some things that's going on in the YouTube streets, or I want to talk about stuff that I feel that's on my heart. I know sometimes people might not want to listen to, what I want to talk about on my channel, and that's okay. But I want to be able to talk about what I want to talk about on my channel. That's why I got the channel, so I can talk freely about what I want to talk about. So this morning, I was thinking about these recordings that I've been hearing about rebranding. So I'm just trying to figure out, what is he rebranding? What is he rebranding? Let me know in the chat, what do you guys think when you hear Martell needs to rebrand? So Martell, and we all know he was married to Melanie Holt. They had a business called Holt and Holt Custom Homes. They had that. Just trying to see what else. What else? What else did he have? Okay, he had what else did he have? Just trying to think here. For the rebranding, I'm just trying to think. What could he rebrand? Maybe is he talking about maybe the property preservation they were doing together? But the Melanie is doing classes on her own with that, so I don't think maybe he's talking about that. The rebranding. I'm trying to figure out what is he trying to rebrand, guys. What is he rebranding? I'm really y'all help me out with this. I'm really trying to see what he's talking about rebranding. What is the rebranding part here? He don't cut grass no more. What was the grass business called? He was doing landscaping. Was that called Holt Landscaping? So does he want to rebrand that? Because I haven't heard him talk about doing landscaping anymore. So what would be the rebranding? Let me know in the chat what you guys think about the rebranding. Now we all heard about the suit line that he was trying to get going, but apparently he didn't have the funds to get that going. Or somebody said that some people called the man he was working with and told him not to work with Martell, which I think allegedly for entertainment purposes only. I think that's a lie. I think Martell didn't have the money because I think he needed $10,000 to get started with, and I think he didn't have the money. So it wouldn't be the suit business. Then, wait. The wine business, Inez Wine. Now, he did try to get the wine business going. So do we think he's maybe trying to rebrand the wine? Do you think he's maybe trying to come out with a different wine? Maybe with a different company or a different name? Do y'all think he's trying to rebrand his wine? Maybe come out with some different flavors or some different things, maybe an alcohol to go with the wine or something like that? What could he rebrand? Do you think he wants to start back trying to build homes and rebrand himself? Maybe come clean and maybe try to get his builder's license to rebrand himself and come out with a and start back building homes. Yeah, I think maybe he's got his builder's license. Yeah, I think that's maybe a possibility. Just saying. Let me know in the chat what y'all think. Because I'm trying to figure out what this rebranding is. Because they keep saying, well, Choo Choo Train keeps saying that he needs to rebrand. She wants AL to help him rebrand himself. And he said he was willing to help him rebrand. But I'm just trying to figure out what is the rebrand. I've been thinking about that. It kind of troubles me, bothers me. What are you going to rebrand, sir? Let me see what you guys are saying in this chat here. Okay, no, Josie said no. Not read that one. Let's see what you guys are saying. Rose said, can Martell pass a builder's license after 10 years? So ask yourself if Martell can rebrand himself. Martell does not look like the kind of person to do hard work. He's lazy. Okay. Yes, he is lazy. I agree with that, Rose. I do agree with that. But we can always start over and rebuild ourselves. If we put our mind to it, we can always build ourselves back up. You can always start over. Laura C says Martell can only rebrand if someone else is doing the heavy lifting. So no, his brand is Con Man 101. He said his brand is Con Man 101. Laura C said his brand is Con Man 101. Yeah, he did do that with those people with those homes. Now, those two people with those homes, I'm just gonna say allegedly for entertainment purposes only, allegedly, but it was in court paperwork. It was over there on Pinky's channel. Shout out to Pinky the housewife. She has the court documents. Shout out to Pinky the housewife. She has the court documents that he did those people wrong with those houses, with that house. Now I'm just gonna say that. He said Martell can't publicly rebrand. He is a bald-faced liar. Okay, baby girl, 1981. Melanie did all the work, and in 5 years he ain't reproduced nothing. Okay, Tay Tay. Not quiet, but close enough. Okay. Hello, Lady Pooh. Hello, Lady Pooh. One of my tea drops in my mods. Hello. Laugh out loud. Not only was he, what is he rebranding, but how can he rebrand? His actions precede him. He has a lot of negative aspects of his character in his life that he should work on first. That's what I was saying. I'm just trying to see what is he rebranding? Is he trying to put out a new image for himself? Maybe because they keep. Well, yeah, I know the recordings when he was talking to, where she was talking to AL, where she said that he needs to rebrand, and AL said that he could help him rebrand. So I was trying to make sure I wasn't missing something where maybe he was coming out with something. He's rebranding his loafers. Now, you know what, Capricorn? He wears loafers all the time. I think he has 2 pair, maybe. The penny loafers. And then the other brown hush puppies. He might be a good candidate to wear those because he wear them all the time. Especially when you're going down there to the courthouse. Those his favorite shoes. When he going down there to that courthouse to file paperwork, that's what he have on. He have on those loafers or hush puppies. And either he got on some brown cargo pants or brown cargo shorts, or either you have on white pants or some white shorts. And they be tight like the nut huggers. Nut hugger pants or nut hugger shorts. Either or. Yeah, he got 2 pair. They some real good pair because those the 2 pair he had when he was with Melody. So they were high quality. They were real good quality. So he got to hold on to those 2 pair because he ain't gonna be able to buy those no more. So he holding on to them for dear life. Yes, hit the like button as you come in. So let's see. Let's just travel on down memory lane here. So he had the calendar. What happened to the calendar? Is he trying to maybe rebrand the calendar? Think he's trying to rebrand the calendar? Maybe come out with another calendar with showing us his chest or something? Or a new cookbook. Try and do that. Then y'all know he had the calendar where he was in the bathtub and Destiny was allegedly rubbing something on his body. Like he was trying to do an image like Tupac had when he was in the tub. And the thirst trap women, the Pygmishas, they bought them, but I don't think that it was that many Pygmishas to buy the calendar. Then I think he came out with the cookbook. The Pygmishas bought some, but it wasn't that many. So is he trying to rebrand the cookbook or the calendar? Or do we think he got his builder's license and maybe he wants to come out with um, a new name that he maybe's trying to build homes in? Maybe coleslaw passed the builder's test. Yeah, I think that could be a possibility. Or maybe they're waiting to surprise y'all, y'all with something that either she passed the builder's license test or he passed it. What do y'all think? Do y'all think they finally have passed the license test? Let me know what y'all think in the chat. That could be possible because we haven't been hearing a lot from him. Maybe he's put his best foot forward, maybe, and trying to get himself together. Because he keeps saying to rebrand. So I'm just trying to see what one of his failed business adventures will he be trying to rebrand with? Is he just trying to come out with a whole new persona of himself? Is that what he want to do? Now, I think, me personally, the first thing for him to do, if he will not let his pride get in the way, now, if he will do it, if he will come out here and publicly apologize to Melody and his kids and really stand on it and really mean it, okay? That would be the first step. Now, the second step would be if he really put his best foot forward, really took it seriously, and tried to get his builder's license. Now, do y'all think if he really, really tried really hard and got him some tutors and studied, that he could get those builder's license? Let me know in the chat. And I'll just be honest with you guys. Would you guys want to see Martell Holt rebrand itself and get itself together? Would y'all want to see that? Or do y'all think he do not deserve to get himself together? Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Now, what do I think? Now, do I hate Martell? No, I don't hate him, but I dislike him. Strong, very strong dislike. I strongly dislike him with a passion. Strong dislike him with a passion, but I do not hate him. I don't think I hate anybody. But with a strong dislike, yes. Why do I have a strong dislike for him? Because I strongly do not like how he did Melody and his kids. And I strongly do not like how he sat here and let the peasant come on this Beyonce internet and talk about his ex-wife and his kids when she has did nothing but trying to help him. That's why I have a strong dislike for him. Now, if he was trying to rebrand itself and get itself together, would I have a problem with that? If he made the first step and came out here and apologized and really stood on it and mean it and not stop Melody, I would give him a little bit of grace. If he meant it and did stop Melody and either gave her full custody of the kids or co-parent like you're supposed to, I might give him a little bit of grace. If he would go to counseling and do what he's supposed to do and be right by those kids and Melody, a little bit. A little bit of empathy, but no sympathy. A little bit of empathy, no sympathy. Because I think a person can do anything they put their mind to. I do. I really do. But it seems like everything he tries to do, it fails. And I think the reason it fails is because God is making it fail. It's like until he do right by Melanie, everything he tries to do is going to fail. What y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? Everything he tries to do will fail. Y'all remember that movie with The Color Purple when she told Mister that everything you try to do until you do right by me is going to fail. And that's how I feel about Martell. Until he publicly come out here and apologize to Mel and his kids and stand on it and really mean it. Stop the stalking, stop the harassment, stop letting your husband, your 304, your peasant come out here and harass your ex-wife and your kids because she is getting nothing but help you. I really think that if he comes out here and does that and really means it and get the help he needs, even though we know he's a narcissist, maybe if he get help and counseling, I don't think the narcissist will completely go away and get maybe the proper meds he needs to help him control it, maybe, because I don't think it's going to ever completely go away. You get probably a little bit of grace, a little bit of empathy. But if he could do that, maybe. Do I think people can change? Yes. But they have to want to change. Just like a person who has an addiction. Could they get off of it? Yes, they have to want to. If they put their mind to it, they can. But you got to want to. Other people can't want it for you. Like other people could want you to get off of it, but if you don't want it for yourself, you're not going to do it. If you don't want the help, I can want the help for you, but if you don't want the help, it's not going to work out. You have to want it. And that's why they say when people are addicted to something and you keep trying to get them help and it don't work, it's because they don't want the help. They got to make the step and want the help. Just like with him, much like with a narcissist. You know, I don't think they can ever get completely healed from it. But I think, with the right therapy and probably the right meds, maybe it'll calm it down some and help some. But you got to want the help. You got to want it. And then at number one, you got to first acknowledge that you are a narcissist or you got a problem. Just like with a person who's on drugs or alcohol, they have to acknowledge that they have the problem. So he has to acknowledge that he have a problem. That's number one. That's number one. You have to acknowledge that you have that. And I think a little bit that I think he's finally a little bit, not, now I'm not saying quite, coming around to realizing this. I think his eyes are finally open, that he's lost everything, that he is down to the gutter. And I said this last night. I think every time he looks at her and that child like they made him lose everything he got, like they had made him lose his livelihood. Now, can he rebrand? If he does the work, right? Get the counseling, study real hard, come out here and publicly apologize and really mean it. and stand on it and do the right thing and co-parent like you're supposed to, put stock in her, I think he can if he really, really tries hard. But he has to want to do that. Now, this is the thing. If you really want something in life, you can have it. And I really believe that with all my heart. If you really want something, you can do it. Now, do I think he can pass a builder's license test? I think he can. If he really gets a tutor and study real hard, I think he can pass it. But he has to want it for himself. He has to quit being lazy. He has to really want it. Don't tell me if you got a tutor and you study day and night for a test, day and night, that you can't pass no test. With a tutor, if you study really, really hard day and night and you have a tutor and you really want this, you can pass it. If you really, really want it. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Let me know what y'all think. Let me see what you got in here. You said you don't know why he's above cutting grass? Me either, because you make good money in cutting grass and doing landscaping. I had some people come out last summer. I had them take all the weeds up and stuff, cut my bushes real pretty, put that what is it called? That lining down, then put the grass and weed killer down, and then put mulch and stuff around it. They charged me, it was almost $1,000 and some dollars. Then if you want flowers and stuff like that, that's another maybe $1,000 and some dollars, or $500 or $600. So you can make money by doing landscaping and cutting grass. Imagine if you have people that want their grass cut every week, they want their bushes cut, they want flowers. You could make some money. Some people want their grass cut every week. Some people want their grass cut twice a week. Especially the rich people, they want their grass cut twice a week. Then the elderly people who need their grass cut once a week, need their edges trimmed and things like that. You make money like that. Then the people who do landscaping, when it's after the summer, then they go into winter. They shovel their snow. They plow their driveway, shovel their sidewalk. So then that's when they have the customer for the summer and the winter, and they make money. So there's nothing wrong with that. You can make the money. Let's see. Martell needs to go back and appeal his SSI case. He's not going to work. He needs to take some meds so he can get focused. Yes, I agree with that, Tay Tay. I agree with that. You said he can't build. He's already trying to sell that garage for $300,000. But you remember, like Martell and Letitia them, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only, they have people that build the houses for them. Remember? Yeah, I remember in that episode where Melanie and Martell was arguing. He was like, when they were talking about when they had came out of counseling, and she was talking to Martell about Chris said that the people wanted her to do some building, and she was talking to Martell about it, and he was like, you ain't never built nothing before. And she said, you ain't never built none either. So they have people build the houses for them. Letitia them have done allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. They have people build it for them. If he would do right, I would like Marty. Okay, that's what I said. If he could just get himself together, we have to, we do wrong a lot. We do wrong every day in our life. We try not to, but we were born into sin. If he could just do right, I will give him a little bit of sympathy, a little bit of grace. I would want him to get himself together for his kids and get him some type of income coming in so he can help Melanie out with those kids. Those kids, tennis lessons are a lot of money. And she has 3 kids that are taking tennis lessons. Boss Baby is now taking tennis lessons, and now Sugar Mama. So imagine 3 kids taking tennis lessons, right? They in tennis tournaments. She has to travel with them. They have to have, different uniforms and stuff on. Then I think Tank is in baseball. Boss Baby takes singing lessons. Sugar Mama do gymnastics. So they just don't do. Now I think Mariah's the only one that does the tennis, but Boss Baby takes singing lessons and piano lessons, and Sugar Mama do gymnastics as well. And then Tank does baseball. So they cost, and they go to a private school. All that costs money. So I would want him to get himself together and get some type of income coming in so he can help Melanie out with those kids. I don't want him to stay dumb. Just saying. Let's see. He possesses almost all of these. Drop the G and Chad. Him and his mentor doesn't think they're not. He said him and his mistress doesn't think they're not problem. They don't think they're. I think you meant to say him and the mistress doesn't think there's no problem. Okay. He's embarrassed and probably won't acknowledge it. He spent so much time denying everything he does that he would feel even more foolish. His pride probably won't let him apologize. That's the only way, Harriet, that he's going to get through it. God is going to keep on whooping him if he don't. Him and the peasant. If I'm not mistaken, I think she said she repented. But even if she repented, she's still coming out here doing wrong. So that doesn't mean anything. I could have sworn every quarter she said she has repented and talking about that she's moving forward and she has a relationship with God. But if you repented and you moving forward, but you still out here doing the same thing, wrong, you're still out here doing wrong. You said yes, he needs to go back and cut grass. There's nothing wrong with cutting grass. I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with cutting grass. You can make money. It's your own business. You can make money. You cut grass in the summer, and then in the winter, and then in the spring or fall, you can tighten up the lawn. Cover up their flowers and stuff, and have it ready for the next year. Then if you live in a city that gets snow, like I said, you can plow their driveways and shovel the sidewalks. There's a lot of money in shoveling and plowing the driveways of snow. You make a lot of money. He can't pass the test. He doesn't have the cognitive ability. You said the cognitive ability. Okay. You said you agree? Now they do, they do have, what people have disabilities, they do have special programs. They have, they have something for that. Forgot what they call it. I forgot. They have something to help you. They have something. Now, if Marceau can pass it, you don't think Martell can? Because I think they both in the same boat. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. If Marceau can pass it, you don't think he can pass it? Just saying. You said Martell and Coleslaw be on so much BS watching every move male make. Yeah. But you know what? For a woman that says, well, I'm not gonna say a woman, girl that says she's that girl and that she can have anybody she wants, why are you still beating a dead horse and holding on to dead weight? You see, this man ain't going nowhere in life. If you could get another man and be off somewhere married, that's what she said. She said she could be with somebody else and be married. Why don't you do that, sis? What's keeping you with this man? I won't know. Inquiring minds want to know. Because it ain't like they have nothing together but Spider-Man. And if he want to send some money for Spider-Man, he can do that by Cash App, BMO, whatever. So what is keeping you with this man? Well, we know it ain't the money because he ain't got that no more. And we know it ain't the pipe because from what we've been told, it ain't that good. Because the wife couldn't even get a let's see what we want to call it. She couldn't even get the big O. So we know it ain't that good. So what is it? Now let me know. I'm confused. So it don't look like it for them tight them nut hugger pants and pants he have on. The print don't look like he got none. I'm just saying. It don't look like he got none. I'm just saying, y'all. Just saying. So I want to know what's keeping. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You said Marceau gave him the answers and he still didn't pass? When did that happen, Tay Tay? When did they give him the answers? Lawrence, he said he had a gambling problem. So do y'all think he still got a gambling problem? But I wonder, did he have a gambling problem when he was married to Mel? Do y'all think he had a gambling problem when he was married to Mel? You said working doing those things is exercise, save his money rather than paying for gym memberships. You said Martell has a cluster of mental health disorders. So, Lady Pooh, you don't think he can get any help? You say he can do physical fitness. Okay. We have 40 likes and 56 in the chat. Let's get those likes up, please, and thank you. You said Mel brought him to a level he will never get back to. I don't think he'll ever get back to that level. You said because he was always in the gym. Do y'all think he still works out now? Let's get those likes up, please, and thank you. You said he can become a personal trainer? Yes, he can do that too, but don't you think he needs to get like another job? He can do that as well, but so yeah, I don't think he should try to still be a home builder. She is slow as well, a baby daddy. Why are you still talking about ex-wife? She has left. the building. Continue with mess without her. What? Baby. I don't know what you're saying. He didn't do a good job at grass cutting. Mel said he only had 4 contacts. And when she quit teaching, then he blew up for them. Okay, I think you meant when she quit teaching, then quit teaching, then it blew up from there. Okay. He has a tiny team problem, a no food problem, a no money problem. Yes, he has to humble himself to expect criticism and change. AC wants to said she. They said AC wants to say she won Martell, but she didn't win much. That is really bad. But how do you fail an open book test? How the hell you fail an open book test? Because I know Chris Fletcher was studying for his builder's license, and I think he got his. That is bad. You failed the open book test. I didn't know the damn builder's license was an open book test. Because I know, yeah, I remember Chris Fletcher was studying for his builder's license too. So I don't know if he took the test, but he had like little cards and stuff, and he was studying. Do anybody know if Chris Fletcher got his builder's license? Do anybody know if Chris Fletcher got his builder's license? I know he was studying for it. Let me know in the chat if Chris Fletcher got his builder's license. Let me know if Chris Fletcher got his builder's license in the chat, guys. You mean the test was an open book? Oh, wow. You said every time he moved, that U-Haul gets smaller. They had big, beautiful furniture. They sure did. Well, he's in a Airbnb now, and I heard allegedly for entertainment purposes only. He's squatted in there. They want him out. You say you think he's dyslexic? He has dyslexia? Tootsie 26. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You said that slows how slow she is, Lady Pooh. Lady Pooh, where was you at last night? Matter of fact, we had a great conversation about relationships. Was you in the chat last night, Lady Pooh? Yeah, I know I'll be having brain fog. But we had a great conversation last night. We're gonna have another one tonight where we were talking about like if you divorced or you are married or if you've been in a long-term relationship or you just got out of one. We were, just talking about different things we've been through and noticing red flags. And if you were in a long-term marriage or a long-term relationship, if you have started back dating, if you see a red flag, do you give them the deuces? Or do you know how to spot red flags? Then we were also talking about this podcast called The Conversation as well. We were talking about that. And I think her name is Goddess for me. She was giving out a lot of good information. So I said that I was going to start incorporating that into my content where we could talk about, different relationships and things like that. And there was a lot of people in the chat giving out good information. So let me know if y'all liked it, if you were in the chat last night, and let me know if you guys liked it that. Hello, Carlo. Hello. He failed the open book test because he can't read or comprehend. Oh, wow. We have 48 likes and 50 in the chat. Thank you. Tay AC can say that she won Martell, but if she did, she didn't win very much. It was a gag gift. It sure was. It ain't nothing. I wouldn't want that gift. They give that back. They said he was Capricorn flower, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. They say he's squatting again. Remember when Martell was supposed to be training Marcel to build muscle, and Marcel was going to help him pass the test? Marcel said he gave him the answers. It was an open book test. Oh, it sure was. But then how the hell did he graduate from college then? How the hell did he graduate from college and get a damn degree? Because you have all those, exams and stuff like that. How the hell did you graduate from college, sir? Who helped you with them exams? You can't start by giving Melania full, complete custody of those children. Right. That's what I said, Lady Pooh. That's what I said. He can start by doing that. But he's been out here running around with Ralph. And you know what? These men are acting like gold diggers out here. Because did y'all hear Drew on the Real Housewives of Atlanta? She said Ralph is trying to take all of her money, half of her businesses. He's asking for child support, alimony. What type of fucking man is that? Drew said he's asking for child support, alimony, half of her businesses. And she said he took some money out the bank or something, allegedly for entertainment purposes. Did y'all hear on the Real Housewives of Atlanta this Sunday? What a fucking oh my goodness. These some weak ass men. Why would you try to take that from the mother of your kids, and your kids got to live? Why would you try to take money from them? Alimony, child support, half of her businesses? Really? Who is renting him these houses? I don't know. Well, maybe Chris is. Allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. Chris has connections because he's a rental agent. He can't read. He was at the school supposed to be reading with the class, but he had the book upside down. Oh no, Carl. I forgot he did have the book upside down. And then not to get off the subject, y'all. Then Drew was talking about that. Then I'm like, didn't you want to get a divorce from Ralph? Then when she was talking to, I think I think her name is Britt or Angela. I knew it was kind of over when he stopped sleeping with me. And she started crying a little bit. I'm like, what the fuck? And people are allegedly for entertainment purposes only saying they think Ralph is kind of sweet. Allegedly. He kind of look and act like he kind of sweet. Allegedly. Just saying. Now, why would he be trying to take her for child support, alimony, and half of her businesses? Then she said he done took money out the account and took money from her. You got to watch these men. That is so low down and dirty. And she said she's trying to do her music to keep her and her kids' head above water. And then I just found out he bought that house while Drew was out of town just in his name. If I was Drew, if the house was just in his name, I'd move out the house and let him have it. Because he playing dirty. Alimony, child support, spousal support. Get the fuck, oh my, Good morning, Deborah. Good morning, my member and tea sipper. Good morning. Yeah, so there's a lot going on. And you know what? Ralph reminds me of Martell. He does. He really does. But let me get back to Martell here, guys. The rebranding. I don't know what he gonna rebrand. Because is he trying to come back out with the wine, or either make a different wine, call it something different? Because we know he just shut that down. Is he maybe trying to come out with the liquor and rebrand? We know he tried to write a book. That didn't work out. With him and the kids, that didn't work out for him. And those people in Huntsville, they don't trust him no more. They said he has a real bad reputation in Huntsville. Don't nobody want to do business with him no more after, what he did to those people with those homes. And especially one of these people, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, they were a vet and they took out a VA loan to get that house built, and he screwed them. So people don't want to do business with him anymore. In regards to that, they don't want to do business with him anymore. Then the house that he did try to build, the garage is bigger than the whole house. Then they said that the house don't have the appliances in there. It got mismatch appliances, half a gate, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. The house is not up to code, so he can't sell the house. That's why the house is not selling, because it's not up to code. So he messed that up. So I'm trying to figure out what would be the rebranding. Oh, they said he's trying to come out with a new athletic line that he's going to be selling on TikTok. But that was months ago, and we haven't seen that yet. You said before Maya B line, there was Drew B line. Just saying. Yes, Drew. I haven't watched Drew a lot, but how she was sitting there lying, you could tell when somebody lying. When she had said that she had talked to Porsha about her working with Dennis, I already knew she was lying. I already knew it. And we are grown women. If you wanted to work with Dennis, why you just couldn't just call Porsha out of courtesy and respect? You know she got a baby by that man. Just called and said, "Hey, Porsha, just wanted to know if it'll be okay for me to work with Dennis on my music. You know, I've been having a lot of problems with some of the other producers and stuff with getting my music out, and I really want to work with Dennis. I just want to know if it'll be okay with you if I do. I just want your blessings, or if you don't want me to work with Dennis, I'm just calling as a courtesy." She then Porsha can say yay or nay. But just don't lie and get in front of a group of people and say, "Oh, I text you," or whatever you say you did when you know you're lying, Drew. And before, when Drew first came on the Housewives, Drew was like a little housewife, and they didn't turn Drew ass out. Drew is turned the fuck out. Drew is dressing half naked now. When Drew came on that show, she was dressing conservative. She had a shirt and everything buttoned up. Now she don't have a shirt buttoned up. She got a whole bra on for a shirt. Just saying. Just saying, y'all. Martell name is Mud in Huntsville because what he did to Melody, and Melody is highly respected in Huntsville, and he scammed them people. Yes, Carla. But this is the thing that you say that his name is Mud. Coleslaw said when she be walking around in Huntsville, people be asking to get pictures with her. What people be asking to get pictures with you, honey? Who? Who? Are you mistaken? It's not even like that. People like me in Huntsville because people were asking her, was she going to move out of Huntsville? She said no. She said it's a nice, quiet little town. People like her there. They be wanting to take pictures with her. Who is wanting to take a picture with you, girl? Who? I'd like to know. Who was asking to take pictures with you? Or are you imagining that too? That's what she said. She said people be asking to take pictures with her. I want to know who these damn people is. Because I've never heard that in my life. I've never seen one picture on the internet with her with somebody. Never. And I know she lying. Ain't nobody asked to take no damn picture with you, with your whole, with you 304 home wrecker. Ain't nobody asked to take no damn picture with you. I don't know why she set up there and lie like that. Time out people know who she is. They be asking to take pictures with her. Who asked to take a picture with you? You know she lying. Ain't nobody set up there and asked to take no picture with no home record. And time out she be out. Girl, you do not be out. And when you do be out, you be with Martell. Let me see what y'all saying. Won't he need a credit line of some sort to have a line of anything? We sure didn't see a suit line because he needed. You say he needed 100,000. Where's that at? Because somebody said he needed 10,000 to get the suit line started. Deborah, somebody said he needed 10,000 to get the suit line started. You said it was 100,000. Yeah, somebody said he needs 10,000 to get the suit line started. If I'm not mistaken. You said, Lady Pooh said the people of Huntsville know who he and his family are, and they avoid him and them. Oh, so the people in Huntsville don't like the Holtz or his family? Because I thought he was well known in Huntsville. Hello, Sonia. He made like they well known in Huntsville. That's what he made like. I think Drew got a hold of some Ozepic and not her drop it with Drew Whip sits. Wait a minute. I think Drew got hold of some Ozepic and not her drop it with Drew Whip sits. Okay. Good morning, Doreen. You said website? Okay. You thought it was 100,000? Okay. It might have been because somebody said it was 10,000 he needed. Martell needs to sit down somewhere and go to get his psyche eval and go to jail and serve his time. Well, that's why I think he don't want to go get the psyche eval. I think Martell want to go to jail, y'all. Honestly, that's just my personal opinion. I think he wants to go to jail so he don't have to face a lot of stuff. So he don't have to deal with coleslaw. He don't have to deal with his kids. He don't have to deal with try to make sure the kids get to their sports. Deal with making sure he got food on the table. Have to deal with making sure he got a place to stay. He won't have to deal with none of that. He can just be there and don't have to worry about it. Now think about it. You get a roof when you're in jail. You don't have to worry about no bills, no roof over your head, no nothing. You don't have to work or do anything. You can stay in your cell and just sleep. You can go out there when it's time to eat for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You can either eat or you don't eat. You can stay in your cell and sleep all day. And that's probably what he want to do. He don't want to, he don't want no responsibility. Then he'll be in there with his brother and his dad, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. He can chop it up with them. Then when it's time to eat, he can go down there and eat lunch and stuff with them. They maybe can play cards in there, play basketball together. They ain't got to worry about no bills, no rent, nothing. They get 3 meals a day, shower. That's why I think Martell is not getting none of that done so he can go to jail. So he don't have to worry about nothing. Yeah, I might. There's a lot of people that do that. They like to go to jail because they don't want responsibility. They don't like responsibility. Think about this. You can go to jail, right? You got a roof over your head. You get 3 meals a day. You can take showers twice a day. You got a bed to sleep in. And you don't have to pay for it. I know some people who do stuff just so they can go to jail so they can have a place to stay. They said they don't have to pay for anything. They get to take 2 showers. They get to eat 3 times a day, watch TV, and go to sleep. So they like going to there just so they have a place to stay. They're not homeless. Not only do they not like her there, but she said out of her own filthy mouth that she doesn't like to go out alone because somebody might be waiting on her. Really? Now I didn't hear that, Stacey. A few seasons ago, Drew claimed to have a weight loss program. Remember the Matt at the gym? I believe that was Sonia Richards Ross' first season. No, I don't remember that, Deborah. Hello, Janice. How do you study for an open book test? You said Mel did too much for Martell. She did. She did. Y'all know when we in love, we try to do, yeah, we all been there before. When we in love with somebody, we can't see the trees from the forest. You can't tell us nothing when we're in love with somebody, baby. And that be the truth. When we're in love with somebody, you can't tell us nothing. That it's just crazy. So it looks like, yeah, looks like Martell is asking for full custody of the kids again. Oh Lord, I told y'all, I knew it. I told y'all every time Melanie goes somewhere and come back, he's at it again. The man is asking for full custody. I'm telling y'all, don't fail. Somebody just asked me that. The man is going around now. They said Martell is asking for full custody of the kids. So maybe he's mad because the kids was out of the country with Mark with their uncle and stuff. Maybe he mad about that. I think he went down there and asked. I think he went down there and filed some paperwork, y'all. I told you, him and the motherfucking Buster Brown ass shoes on, them nut huggers, and went down there to the courthouse, y'all. Allegedly. I have to get the full story, but somebody just said something about the man asked for full custody. I told y'all he got them motherfucking nut huggers up and them motherfucking Buster Brown shoes, and he flying down into the courthouse, y'all. That man, wait a minute, y'all. I'm gonna have to watch it in a minute. I told y'all, I knew it. I said every time Melanie do something, that I told y'all that ninja. So I guess he is upset. I think he mad that Melanie took them kids on that out of the country. Because I think they said that he's asking for full custody of the kids. I knew it. Anything that Melanie do that involves some other men, watch. I bet you he got pictures and everything. Look, y'all, he got pictures and everything. Of the kids out there on the water, everything. Look, him and them nut huggers and them hush puppies then flew down into the courthouse. He want full custody. Look, he got pictures of every goddamn thing. Him and them nut hugger. Even he got the nut hugger shorts on, or the nut hugger khaki pants on, or either the penny loafers or the hush puppies on. He done flew his ass down into the courthouse asking for full custody. I knew it. I knew it. Him and the nut huggers is down at the courthouse. Him and the nut huggers. It never fails. If Melanie do anything. Wait a minute, let me see what they said. Wait a minute. Let me see. Let me see. I knew it. I knew it. I already knew it. I told y'all. I knew it. If Melanie do anything, he fly his ass down into the courthouse. The man that, wait a minute. Let me get back on this. They said he asking for full custody of the kids. I knew it. I knew it, y'all. I knew it. Him and the motherfucking nut huggers and the motherfucking Buster Brown penny loaf ass shoes, and then flew his ass down into the courthouse. Because Melanie took them kids for a spring break to St. Thomas. He then took pictures of them kids on the boat. He then took pictures of them kids eating that good breakfast and dinner. He then took pictures of the kids in the on the ATV. He then took all the pictures. I'm telling you, I knew it. I knew him and them motherfucking nut huggers and penny loafers was flying. Look, he had slept in his car waiting for that courthouse to open up, y'all. I'm telling y'all. He trying to delay the court. Wait a minute. Let's see what's going on. Trying to delay the case. I knew it. I told y'all, anytime Melody take them kids somewhere or he see any type of man, it could be brother, cousin, anything. This is what he does. Look, now he done went down. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me see what's going on. Martell, Holt, latest up.
And Miss Kirk. Upside her head too. For the well-being of their children. Okay. The well-being of the children. Anything for Salinas. All right, that's letting it go.
Wait a minute.
Salinas. All right, that's letting it go. But let me tell you. Let me get back to my management child. So y'all hear what the children have gone through and what they're going through with their father? Heart mess, Jesus. All right.
Let me not do that. I don't want to get no strike. But yes, they said that Martell Holt latest stunt. The man went down into the fucking courthouse. And I guess he didn't file some goddamn paperwork. Let me stop cussing. I guess he didn't file paperwork allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. Now y'all know they supposed to go to court next month. I think it's May. And then he has the RP. Now, if he keep filing all these courts that will, all these motions or filing new cases, it will it will interfere with these other cases that they got. And it will slow down the process or the progression of the other cases. So, in the case you got right now, y'all supposed to be having a custody case. So these are the games he playing now. So they was going do the custody case, right? So when they moved the custody case, right, the Melody changed the RP case. So now that he done went down there again and said he want full custody of the kids, right? So that's going to make the child custody case get a different date. So now Melanie gonna have to go down there again and change the RP case because Melanie not letting the child case go before the RP case. So now he playing games. Now he down here fucking messing with the custody case now because Melanie ain't letting the RP case go before the custody case. Melanie wants the RP case to go before the custody case. So now he done went down here and then filed some paperwork again. But y'all know, anytime that he see Melody with them kids, he don't care if it's the uncle, the cousin, any man, he gets upset. So I bet you when he seen them kids on spring break with Melody and them all out there having a good time, he done took pictures. He done went down there. He slept in his car. What's today? Wednesday? He slept in the car Monday or Tuesday, waiting for the courthouse to open. And went in there and filed paperwork. Sucker, you know you can't get full custody of them kids. You can't even feed the damn kids. You already squatting. Then, look, y'all. Every time Melanie also for to do something big. Y'all know Melanie for to do this big TikTok on the 29th. Melanie also was doing a speaking engagement today. He nut huggers. He can't take it. Go down there and file paperwork. Now, sir, how you gonna take care of 5 kids when you don't even have the means to take care of your fucking self? Now, sir, I came over here trying to help you out, talking about your rebranding, and now you go pull the fucking stunt. What type of shit is this? Melanie already was sending her food over there by Instacart, DoorDash. So where is you supposed to get the food and to feed the kids with? The orange man already said he cutting the SNAP down to $50 a kid. Now, if they do that, coleslaw only gonna be getting $100 in SNAP. So how she gonna help you feed your kids when she only gonna be getting $100 in SNAP benefit? They giving $50 a kid. Then only that, they finna change the SNAP benefits to the WIC where you only can get certain stuff. So how they gonna help you out? How you gonna feed the nuggets? They eat good food. And I'm sure coleslaw ain't gonna give you her $100 worth of SNAP benefits that she got to feed her kids with. Oh, I don't think you thought this through, Marty. You can't feed the M&M kids. They eat gourmet food. They don't eat that shit you eat, sir. The M&M kids don't eat the shit that you eat, Marty. And then now that the orange man only gonna be giving only $50 per kid per stamp, and then you only gonna be able to get certain food on the SNAP. So coleslaw will give you the $100 that she got for her and her kid. So how you gonna get full custody of somebody, sir? You on some bullshit. You know you don't want full custody. You can't even afford full custody, sir. You mad because your ass wasn't able to be out there in St. Thomas and on that yacht, and you weren't able to go to St. John's. That's what you mad about. You mad because Marcus and Troy, Miss Van, them had a private chef. They was out there on the yacht. They were swimming. They was in those ATVs. You mad about that? You mad because you and Marlene didn't get invited. That's what you mad about. Because last time Mel invited you and Marlene Marlborough for the family trip. So because you and Marlene Marlborough didn't get invited to the family trip, it was Miss Van and Marcus and the kid, and you mad about that. So you take your nut huggers and hush puppies on down there to the courthouse. You slept in that car. So you be the first one up there and went down there and filed paperwork time that you want full custody. Knowing you cannot feed the 4-piece nuggets. They don't eat no spam or polished meat. They don't eat that type of food, Martell. They not gonna eat that Vienna sausage out the can, the spam, polished meat and all that. They not eating that. And the powdered milk. They're not gonna eat that, Martell. They're not set up for that. They're not equipped to eat that. They mama feed them gourmet food. Then you see the chef up there making that food, Martell. And you can't go and get them the 5 for $5 every day from Wendy's or McDonald's. Their stomach ain't set up for like that. Then Melanie can cook herself. She cooked them, nice organic food. She don't cook fried food and stuff. She don't have them all at the Popeyes. She don't even like fried food in her house. So their stomach ain't gonna be right, Martell. Just saying. Just saying. Told y'all he slept in that car. Hello, Pat Let me see. Hello, Pat Dyer 64, my member and my T sipper. Hello, hello. You said she said that on one of her uh that shit crazy lives. She can't rebrand without financial backing. Oh, you said he can't rebrand without financial backing. He sure okay. But look, let me tell you now, Larcy, he can get one of these pick Mishas. Now you remember he had Belinda, he had Sheree, and who was that other woman he had? He had that other woman, and they were backing him. Hello, TB. Curry thinking AL can rebrand Martell is diabolical, one toxic person to another. Okay. Hello, my member, all the tea in China and my tea sipper. Good afternoon. Um, who said he's after cuss this on the blogs right now? It's on the YouTube street. Oh, what did you miss, all the tea in China? We're talking about Martell rebranding. Like I've been hearing all the recordings about Coleslaw want AL to help Martell rebrand. So I'm trying to figure out what is he trying to rebrand? What would he be rebranded? Is he trying to rebrand the suits, or is he trying to come back out with the suits? Idea, maybe just a cheaper version. Because I thought the man said 10,000, but somebody said 100,000, and he didn't have the money. So maybe he can come out with a cheaper version of a suit. Or was he trying to maybe come out with a different version of the wine? Um, and I heard someone say that he was going to be trying to do athletic wear that he was going to sell over there on the TikTok. But we haven't seen it yet. He's supposed to come out with athletic wear. Yes, Capricorn flower. It's bothering him seeing the kids and Mel living the good life. Yes, I knew it. Anytime. Y'all remember when Mel had that last TikTok live and Jason was on there? And them kids had flew to LA with Melanie? Him, them nut huggers, and them penny loafers went on down there to the courthouse. That's when he started talking about kids seeing Melanie kissing somebody. So let's see what these court papers say. I told you, anytime. And y'all know another thing. They mad because Miles Morales didn't have no vacation. Paris probably went over there with her dad and had a vacation. Them kids all out the country, on yachts, ATVs, have private chef making them food. And post Spider-Man, Miles Morales didn't get nothing. He didn't go nowhere. Whole thing. Whole tink tink. Whole thing. He didn't get to go nowhere, y'all. He didn't have no spring break. Paris went somewhere. The 4-piece Nuggets went somewhere. And what did he get? What did Spider-Man get, y'all? Where did Spider-Man go for his break? Martell probably said it ain't fair. Martell said it ain't right that Miles Morales, Spider-Man, didn't get no spring break. Paris got a spring break, and the 4-piece Nuggets went out the country. And what did little Tink Tink get? Nothing. Tink Tink probably was over there crying, and Coleslaw said do something. And that's when Martell slept out there in his car for 2 days out there at the courthouse to get in there to file that paperwork and say, I want full custody, this enough. I'm tired of her making Miles Morales look bad. I'm tired of the 4-piece Nuggets making Miles Spider-Man Morales look bad. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of the 4-piece Nuggets showing up Miles Morales. He said he's tired of it. He will not have his other children showing up his bastard child. And his mistress will not have it either. The mistress says, do something. And that's when Martell slept in the car for 2 days down there at the courthouse. And went in there and said, enough is enough. I'm going to file for full custody so they will not show up Miles Morales no more. They will not be going out of the country no more and showing up my bastard child. That's what he said. Y'all will not show up Miles Morales no more. Y'all, you think Coleslaw gonna keep on letting y'all flex on Miles Morales? Going out the country, getting private chefs, and y'all come back bragging, flexing on her son? No, she ain't having it. That's why Martell was out there for 2 days, sleeping in that car, waiting for the courthouse to open up. That's what happened. Hey, Patricia T. Hey, y'all, trust and believe Mel didn't take those kids out of the country without permission. She sure didn't. But I'm telling y'all what happened. Coleslaw said she tired of the 4-piece nuggets flexing on Miles Morales, and she told Martell to do so. Martell slept in the car for 2 days, waiting for that courthouse to open up. Him and them nut huggers and them hush puppies went up there to the courthouse. He was bright. He was the first person in line and went in there and filed paperwork. He got pictures. You think he don't got no pictures to back up what he was saying? The kids was out there on the jet, on the ATV. They was on a yacht. They was getting breakfast and dinner by private chef, and his bastard child didn't get no damn trip. Where did he get to go for spring break? He didn't get nothing. He tired of the 4-piece nuggets showing up his bastard child. Not the nut huggers and the hush puppies. Yes, all the tea in China. Yes. Yep, he believes his own lies and hype. Martell is never going to get full custody of the 4-piece nuggets due to the way they were on spring break, and it was her time to be with the kids. I pray that Mel get Martell for harassment. Yes. The kids is money to him, but the judge already told him, even if he was to get the kids full custody, he would not get child support. That's already been established at the court. There's not going to be child support between either one of them. They didn't leave the country. They went to the U.S. Virgin Islands. His goofy ass probably doesn't know the difference. Probably so. He slept in his car. Yes, son, he slept in the damn car. But how he asking for full custody? He doesn't even have a job to support them. I smell storyline. Yep. Yep, I'm telling y'all what happened. Y'all know Coleslaw and Martell, them, they got fake pages, right? So they can go and see what Melanie doing. They be spying on Melanie, right? And you know Miles Morales, he ain't got nowhere to go. Because you know Marley Marlboro ain't watching him. So when they sent them 4-piece chicken nuggets, getting having private chefs on the ATVs, Martell was furious, and Coleslaw. And Coleslaw was mad, telling Martell to do something about it. She said she tired of the 4-piece nuggets trying to show up Miles Morales, the bastard child. They tired of it. They tired of the 4-piece nuggets coming back, talking about all the fun they had with their mama. They tired of it. So they going to put a stop to it. That's what they said. Allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only. Everything said on this channel is allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. They tired of the kids getting private chefs, and they coming back telling Miles Morales about it. And he can't get no private chef. He can't eat that good food. He can't get on no plane. He can't go on no trip. He can't get on no ATV. He can't even get in a yacht. And then you know what else happened? Marlene called Martell and said, why do Miss Van get to go on a trip with the kids? Why ain't we going? Why can't we spend spring break with the kids? How come Marcus and Troy going and Miss Van going and we not spending spring break with the kids? Martell, this shit ain't right. Martell, this shit ain't right. And what you gonna do about it? That's what her and Coleslaw said. Martell, what you gonna do about it? Miles didn't go nowhere for spring break. And then Marlene said, I ain't been nowhere in ages since the last trip, Martell. What you gonna do about it? So that's when Martell went down there, slept in his car, and waited till the courthouse opened up and went in there and filed the paperwork for full custody because he tired of Mel flexing on him and flexing on Marlene and Coleslaw and Miles Morales, the bastard child. So that's why he slept in his car for 2 days and went in there and filed that paperwork, y'all. That's what happened. That's not true. Mel has nothing to do with the RP. Mel has nothing to do with the RP case. That is Martell versus state of Alabama. Okay. So what happened is, from my understanding, is that Martell was trying to move the custody case to have the custody case go before the RP case. So Mel doesn't want the RP case to go before the custody case because she wants the RP case to go before the custody case so she can have the, whatever gonna happen to Martell come before the custody case. So when Martell keep trying to move the custody case around, she talks to the DA so they can move the RP case. They don't want the allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. They don't want the RP case to go before the custody case. That's what Martell wants. He wants the custody case to go before the RP case, and they don't want that. That's what my understanding has been. So I guess Mel must talk to the DA. Allegedly. I don't know this to be true. I'm just saying. Because just look at it hypothetically. Just say Martell is gonna he gets convicted of the RP, right? Then there won't be a need for really the cut. So then if they have a custody case, how is that gonna look? He's in jail. So then if they have the custody case first, so what would be better to have? The RP case first or the custody case first? If I'm Melanie's lawyer, we're going to have the RP case first to see what the outcome would be. So then we can take this over to the custody case. They can see all the harassment and stuff that he's been doing to her. And I can take this over to the custody case. Smart move. Yep, he wants child support to take care of the kids, but that's already been established. Martell, the judge already told Martell, even if he gets full custody of the kids, he can never get child support. Male lawyers can file for the judge to make an emergency ruling on the full custody case by Martell due to the judge already ruled on his first full custody case. Yes, remember, guys, if I go back and look at the paperwork, something happened when Martell was supposed to do something. He didn't do it. So the judge already told Martell that he could never, if he get full custody, he can never get child support. He wants full custody so that Mel can pay for him and Coleslaw lifestyle. Right. That's why he wanted. That is true about Mel wanting the RP case to be heard first. That's true, and it makes sense. Right, Stacy? That's why when he tried to do that before, Mel talked to the DA and her lawyer, and they made sure that's why I keep getting moved around. That's why I got moved around this time. because he keeps playing games with the custody case. He's trying to get the custody case to go before the RP case. Hello, point 84. Where are the documents that he filed for full custody? I looked them up, but nothing. Is this fake news? That's on the Sun. I think that's on Carmel Rail's page. She just put it up. Carmel Rail's page. I just ran through there. She's talking about it on her page. Carmel Rail page. Shout out to Carmel Rail. She has it on her page. Him and Coleslaw don't have a lifestyle. They sure don't. He has already been denied full custody. Yes, but that don't stop him from going on it again. Every time they go somewhere nice, he pull a stunt. He is pathetic. Yes. I already knew he was going to do something. I told you he was out there sleeping in the car. Him and them damn tight-ass nut huggers on. I bet you when he got up this morning, them things was all in his crack. Because y'all know he don't wear no drawers. This never happened. What never happened? Point 84. Okay. He is so crazy, and he knew he don't have no one to take care of them. Yep, Carmel Rail is reading over there on her page. And let me see. But I don't look at too many bloggers, but what she's saying is that let me go back, y'all. Let me look at her page. "13 minutes ago, Martell latest stunt. Then it got just hilarious. She just put it on there 13 minutes ago. So she put it on here 13 minutes ago, guys. I know that's right. Drop the T. Martha said they are. Yeah, they still say set up for that. They show ain't. He can, but it's going to take a team of mental health professionals to get him the treatment he needs. Right. Hello, guys. I think we have point 84 and Kalana at 78. Hello. I almost dropped the T. He's mad that he and his mom wasn't invited on the trip. Yeah, remember last time she tried to be nice and take him over there, take him on a trip, and you see what happened. Mel said, "Hell to the no, y'all won't be going no more." Coastal wishes people would approach her for a picture. If they do, it's not for a good reason. They want to laugh at her stupidity, if anything. Right. Hello, August 7th. Martell is going to jail. I hope so. Welcome. Hello, Bernadette. Martell can never rebrand because of what he did to Mel, and especially because Coleslaw will never stop running her mouth about Mel and Martell. Hi, Bernadette. Poor little Tink Tink. Hey, Sheila. We have 69 likes and 89 in the chat. Let's get those likes up. There's no recent court filing request for custody. Martell. Melanie is requesting full custody in the upcoming custody trial. I think Laura see that it's over there on what's your face page. I think she said she was reading it from the Sun, if I'm not mistaken. Now I don't know where she got it from. When I was looking over on her page, she was reading it from the Sun, and I don't want to read it while I'm on live with you guys, that I don't want to get struck on my page. You said he failed the test too? Website. Yeah, I think she's reading it off of the Sun's website. Yes, the court date is in June. His criminal trial is in May. Yes. The court date is in June. His criminal trial is in May. Yes, that's why Mel. Remember he had changed it before, trying to get the custody case before the RP, and then Mel and her Mel lawyer, and I guess they talked to the DA and had it switched around because that's what Martell was trying to do. He wanted the custody case to go before the RP case, and Mel had it switched. That's why I got switched this time. You said, didn't he file before? Mel need to put it all out. Do not spare him at all. It's war. It is war for real. Yeah. See, you know what? I think if Melanie, when she first got a divorce, if she would have put all that out that he did committed adultery and everything on her, I think she could have got full custody of her kids. But y'all know how we is as women, and I even put myself in that predicament. We be still in love with the man, and we be still trying to give them grace, not thinking they're going to go to the extreme like he's doing, because we still be in love with them, even though we breaking up with them, we're going through a divorce, we still love them, but we just can't take it no longer. It doesn't, because when you love somebody, you just don't stop loving them all at once. Even though y'all going through divorce and breaking up, you still love that person, and you don't want to hurt them. So you don't tell everybody everything. You don't tell the court everything. You just want to get the divorce over. That's it. So everything that you should have said, you don't do it. But then that's how sometime in the end we end up effing ourselves, because we still in love and we got that mindset that we love this person. We don't want to hurt them. I'm just want to get the divorce over and that's it. But then stuff that I should have said in the divorce, I didn't say it. So then now now years later, you'll say, oh, I should have said that. I should have did that. But you don't want to hurt that person because they still the father of your kids. You're still in love with that person, but you can't take no more of it. Because Melanie could have really got full custody of her kids because he pulled the card. He committed adultery. And y'all know in some states, I know in North Carolina, if Melanie was in North Carolina, and I don't know I think it's something in Huntsville too, Melanie could have sued Coleslaw, because y'all know that's what happened to Fantasia in North Carolina, where a woman was suing her for messing with her husband. But I think it's something in Huntsville. If you mess with somebody, husband or wife, they can sue you or something like that. Or is it just in North Carolina? But Melanie could have did a lot worse to Martell because he committed adultery. So I think it's something in Huntsville that if you commit adultery, something happens. But I don't think Melanie pulled that card. She just wanted to get the divorce over with. So she didn't say everything she could have said, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only, that she could have said in the divorce. Because if you commit adultery and you can prove that person did, all bets are all off. Anything you ask for, you're going to get it. Just saying. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Always that girl one. Hello, thank you for the $1.49 super sticker. Thank you. Okay. Yes, he's mad about that St. Thomas. Yes. Yep, him and Martell are both douches. Yes, they are. Hello, Lisa. I ain't seen you in a while. Hello, hello. We got 70 likes and 97 in the chat. Let's get those likes up, please, and thank you. You said Martell is mad that he and his mama were not invited on the trip, but Marcus and Troy was. Yes, I think that's what he's mad about. You said no, you went to sleep early. Oh, okay. No, I'm not making a joke out of it. Other situation, it's not her fault that he's the one man coming. He's a one man comedy show, right? Martell and his delusional mind think that she is supposed to take care of him and his bastard child, right? I'm telling you, that's what he's mad about. I'm telling y'all, that's what he is mad about. He's mad because those kids went out there to there we go. Thank you. Thank you always. That girl won for the $1.49 super sticker. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You said you saw it on MSN.com and Urban Bill magazine. That's what she's reading it from. Yes. Yep. I wish Marlene and Martell left Melanie and those kids alone. They need to get out and get a job. Yes. I'm telling you what they're mad about. Miles Morales did not get no spring break. Now y'all know Paris went over there with her dad and went somewhere. And then the 4-piece nuggets, they was in St. Thomas. What did Miles get? Miles got nothing. I'm telling you, he slept in the car. You said what bothers me though is that the fact they are continuing to allow him to play peekaboo with the system. Why has he been allowed to push these dates back repeatedly? Y'all know Martell grew up in Huntsville, so he knows everybody there. Then he also worked as a correctional officer as well there. So he knows some people there, so they let him get away with this stuff. Point 84. Nope, it's May and June. Martell pushed the date back, and then Melanie had to go push the date back. These are the games that he's playing. Yeah, these are the little games that he plays. Oh, thank you so much. I very much appreciate it. You have a great day too as well. Y'all, let's get the likes up, please, and thank you. The 135 in the chat. We should have 135 likes. Even if you're setting up in the bushes, I would very much appreciate if you could come down and give me a thumbs up or either a thumbs down. It doesn't matter. Y'all have the same law here in Texas. So if someone cheats in Texas, can you sue them too? That's what got me heated. He's been allowed to push it back repeatedly. Yes, that's the games he plays. You said, why aren't you allowed to read it if She can and drop the T. What do you mean, Stacy? I'm not understanding. Loafers, go get the lawnmower and make some money and take your own trip. Melly need to come off of it. Martell do not love Melly. Martell missed that lifestyle Melly provided for his ass. You right about that. Hello, Anitra. Hello, hello. We were just talking about if he went down there and filed. What happened here? I'm trying to figure out what did she need to come up off of. Hello, April Nicole. Hello, hello. Who's doing slander, Stacy? Who's doing slander? Who's doing slander, Stacy? Who's doing slander? Now y'all know this is y'all know the millimeter, y'all. Now who's doing slander? Because I'm gonna have to time y'all out. Who's in the chat? Linda Gamble, Lady Pooh, Capricorn Flower. Who's slandering Mel? Now who y'all supposed to be watching the live here? Who's doing slander? Who's doing slander in the chat? Let me see who's doing slander in the chat here. Who doing slander? Lady Pooh, Linda Gamble, Capricorn Flower. Stacy said somebody's in the chat slandering Mel. Who? So they could get timed out or get kicked out. Y'all know I don't be playing about my girl Mel. Who? Martell needs to sit down somewhere and think about how he messed up a good thing every time him and Ralph hang out. Here comes the BS. Showed up. I believe Ralph be putting stuff in his head. Because y'all know Drew said he over there trying to take everything she got. He want child support. He want alimony. He want half of her music business. He want everything. Let me see. He is originally from Huntsville, and the people know that family of criminals. Oh, yep. Okay, y'all. If anybody is slandering Melanie, they can get right on up out of here. Because Melanie is my girl. This is, y'all know, I'm a millimeter. So if everybody didn't know that, millimeter, please, nobody. Now, I'm a millimeter now. I'll let everybody have their own opinion now. Now, if y'all gonna try to slander Mel, I'm gonna have to kick y'all out. But I will let you have your own opinion, long as it's respectful. Just saying. In my opinion, the state of Alabama does not protect women and children at all. Martell funky ass should be in jail. Yeah, but you know what? They say a lot of South states do that. They all for the man. They all for the man. And you know myself too. You know, when you go through a breakup, and I'm saying this for myself as well. Even with myself, a lot of stuff that I should have did in like a breakup, I didn't really do. Um, like for my oldest son, I didn't even ask for child support, which I should have. But you know, when you're still in love, even though I wanted to break up, be done with it, I should have asked for child support, but I didn't. I should have. I didn't do it at first. And I will admit that to myself. I'm a grown woman. I can admit that. I should have. But still trying to be cool with them and calm and collective, I didn't do it. But then years later down the line, my son is 30 now, but down the line later, I had to go back and do it. I should have did it in the beginning. But I will admit that I'm a grown woman. I was still in love with him. So I didn't ask for the child support. And I regretted it in the end. And then I had to do it later on. Stacey Bell, what again? It didn't work before. Why not? The fuck would it try? He try again. He will never get full custody. You have to prove that she is an unfit parent, which is impossible to prove. Right. Um, I think what happens is, guys, every time Martell sees Melody doing any type of good with the kids and a lifestyle that he can't provide for them, he gets upset. And I think Marlene, Marlboro, and Coleslaw said something to him about that. Um, you know, Miles probably didn't get anywhere to go for spring break. And then the four-piece nuggets, you know, when they go on nice trips, they probably come back talking about it. And it makes him probably feel sad that he didn't go nowhere or they can't afford to take him places like that. And, you know, the private shelves and things like that, he, you know, he probably can't, you know, get those things. And they don't want him to feel left out or bad. You know, you know how, and y'all know what happens, you know, when y'all meet up with your other brothers and sisters. What you do for spring break? And they talking about they been all in St. Thomas. They got on a plane. They had private shells. They was on a yacht. They did ATVs. What he gonna say he done, y'all? And I'm not trying to be mean. God forgive me. I'm not trying to be mean. And then parents probably went somewhere with her family, talking about what they done all did. What he gonna say he did, y'all? Just say it. Yeah, so yeah, I'm telling y'all what it is, y'all. Every time Mel has any fun with those kids, takes them anywhere, he gets upset. And you know Coleslaw is saying something all in his ear, talking about the kids flying all over the place and Miles can't fly nowhere. And then look, let me tell y'all something. Y'all know Marlene, man, that Marcus and Troy on the boat. They all in St. Thomas. When the last time you think Marlene been on a yacht or on an island somewhere? You know she mad. Let me see what y'all saying in here. It's the South Pier. Look at all the women getting unalived by their boyfriend, husband, etc. It's sad as fuck. It surely is. They won't do nothing. Nothing. I think they're still stuck in the 40s and 50s where the husband is right. You got to do what your husband tell you to do. It was just me, Elisa. I'm a little too sensitive when it comes to male. Oh no, Stacy, I am too. I love male. This is the millimeter channel over here, y'all. I love male to death. Any event male throw, I'm there. I love male. I order all of her products. I'm a millimeter. And don't get me wrong, I'm a woman just like male. Like I told y'all, when I first left my child's father, I was still in love with him. I know I should have asked for child support, and I didn't do it. And I'm gonna admit that I'm a grown woman. I was still in love with him, but I knew we was not right for each other. But and I'm like, oh no, I don't want child support. He's gonna help me with the child, all this and that. And I regretted it years down the line because when I would call for stuff, he would say he gonna bring it or he gonna come get them. He would never do it. He would never bring the money. It would just be a big mess all the time. And if I would have did the right thing before and had them just take the money out, then I wouldn't have to go through all this. Then I would call and say, I need this. Then he had got a new woman or whatever. Then if you call and ask for something, they think you calling for him. I'm calling for my child. So it would just be a big mess all the time. And I should have did the right thing the first time, so I wouldn't have all, the big mess that I did have. But I will admit that I was still in love with him, so I didn't want to like bring any pain or hurt to him. And I'm just speaking for myself as a woman. Just saying. Not to say that's her case. I'm just saying me. Luna is doing slander. I'm being too sensitive. That sounded a little harsh towards male to me, but I was wrong. Oh no, Stacy. Oh no, babe. I'm never gonna be harsh towards male. Never, ever. I truly love male from the bottom of my heart. I'm just speaking as like towards the women. I say when we as women, when we're going through like a divorce or a breakup and stuff like that, we sometimes don't do what we need to do to our husband or boyfriend or I'll say boyfriend too. We try to be lenient towards them because we don't really want to hurt them because we still love them. I'm just gonna speak for myself. Stuff that like I'll say myself that I know I should have said in court and did. I did not do it because I was still in love with them. And let me take that back. I shouldn't speak for male. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe but what I'm saying is that when we usually divorce somebody, just say they cheated on us maybe 5 or 6 months ago and we go through a divorce. We don't completely be out of love with them. And when you've been with somebody for so long, it takes a while for you to stop loving them. We can't just stop loving them all at once. And I know people want us to stop loving them all at once. It takes time. We might stop loving them, but then the feelings and stuff, it takes time for us to let go of the feeling and love for them. Even though they probably did us so dirty, sometimes we might not be in love with them no more, but we still got love for them. You might not be in love with them anymore, but you still got love for them. You might not have feelings anymore for them, but you still got love for them. Like love for them means like if something bad happened to them, you still got love for them because you got kids by them. So even though they did you dirty, you don't want to see nothing bad happen to them. You get what I'm saying, y'all? You don't love them no more like that no more. But too, you don't want to see nothing bad happen to them. You might just got love for them because you got kids by them. Now, when you first going through a divorce or something like that, it takes time for you those feelings to go away for those feelings to go away, and that love that you have for them to go away. When you really, really, truly, deeply love somebody, you just can't stop loving them just like that. It's not gonna happen. You probably say it is, or you want it to. It's not gonna go away just like that. It's gonna take time for it to go away. Let me know what y'all think about that. You said that's between Martell and Coleslaw. They need to get a job. Coleslaw already said she can't get a job. Martell then broke her down too bad. Y'all remember on the recording? She said Martell then broke her down so bad she can't even work. Whatever Miles feels is his mama and his daddy's fault. They chose the life he's having. You're right. Yeah, but Coleslaw said that she can't work. She said Martell then broke her down too bad. She can't work, y'all. Y'all heard? If y'all haven't heard the recording, that's what the recording said. He done broke her down so bad she can't work. Those fools think they in California. That's not happening in the South. Stacey Bell, I understand, but I am also, because I have been through the same thing, I will always have males back. Me too. I will always have males back. That's why I was saying, whoever here talking about male, they finna get kicked out. I'm like, where the damn mindset? Whoever here talking about male, kick their ass out. Ban. You not even get timed out, your ass getting banned up out of here. Anybody here talking about male. You not even get timed the hell out, you getting banned from out of here. Why are you making excuses for Knox, Coleslaw, and Martell? You are still promoting Martell. Who cares? Why are you making excuses for Knox? Who's promoting Martell? Let me know. We have 112 likes, 129 in the chat. Let's get those likes up. The last time Marlene been on a yacht is when she took her to Destin, Florida on the last trip with Martell. Yep, so that's why if he's down there filing paperwork, it's because Marlene said something. Yeah, I remember when Marlene was on that trip, Marlene was so happy. Marlene was so happy. She said she ain't never been on a boat, or she said no, she said she never been on a yacht before. And Martell said he ain't never been on one either. Yep, Martell said he had never been on a yacht before. Yes, Lady Pooh, the nut huggers. I knew he was gonna do something, but I thought maybe, just maybe, he had got himself together. You said his case is going to get dropped as it gets filed. Yep. He wants child support. Remember, the judge already said he can't get child support. What you say? You don't have, okay. All right. I hate to get mean in my chat. Darcy, what's your name? Darcel. You don't have to know if I'm a real millimeter. You could go all on my pages. Do you think that I will pay $400, $300 dollars for plane tickets for Airbnbs if I was not a real millimeter? Do you think I would go to all of male events if I was not a fucking millimeter? What events have you been to? What have you supported? What events have you been to? Do you think I will be paying $400 and $500 well for 7th Avenue beauty stuff if I was not a male supporter? Let me see your fucking bank account of the shit you've been supporting for male. Because I can bring out my shit that I support for male. Let me see your motherfucking shit. Let me see your motherfucking plane tickets, your hotels, your Airbnbs, and your tickets that you have supported male with. Let me see your motherfucking shit. So don't come on my motherfucking page asking is, if I'm a motherfucking millimeter, let me see your shit and I'll compare my shit to yours to see if you was a real motherfucking millimeter. So don't come on my motherfucking page talking about you got your eyes on me to see if I'm a real real motherfucking millimeter. So I will put out my bank statement for all the shit that I done flew to female to support her, and let me see your shit. So don't come on my fucking page and talking about am I a real motherfucking millimeter? Where have you flown? Took your motherfucking money and paid for a motherfucking event for mail, bought 7th Avenue Beauty for mail, got hotel rooms for mail. Well, what the fuck have you supported for mail? So don't get on this motherfucking page, my fucking page, talking about if I'm a real motherfucking millimeter. Show me your fucking shit. Show me the fuck you support mail. Don't get with that bullshit. Pull your shit out, not pull mine out. Matter of fact, you can get your ass up out of here. Because I pull my shit out. Fucking event mail have, I fly there. I get a fucking hotel room. I get a fucking Airbnb. So don't get on here talking about if you're a real fucking millimeter. What event do you go to? How the fuck do you support mail? You can kiss my motherfucking ass. Don't come my fucking page with the bullshit. Show me where you support mail at. Show me. What event have you went to? What flight have you to support mail? What event? What flight? What ticket you bought? Don't come with the bullshit. No, don't come with the bullshit. Don't come with the bullshit to me. I go to every event mail has and I buy VIP tickets. So show me bullshit. So don't come on my page asking me if I'm a real motherfucking millimeter. Show me your shit. I will bring a plane ticket and tickets. When I go to VIP for $300 and $400. So don't ask me if I'm a real motherfucking millimeter. So when I get a ticket to go see Mel, I have to buy a plane ticket. I have to get a hotel. I have to buy food while I'm down there. I have to get an Uber. So if I'm a millimeter, why would I do all that? For fun? Who the fuck would do that if they not a fucking millimeter? Who? I put a ticket for $400 or $500. Do you know how much I have to pay Uber around when I get down there? So who you supporting me and a real motherfucking millimeter? What you who does that? Who? A ticket to get event for VIP is $300 or $400. Wait a minute here. Wait till I put on me some clothes, because right now I got on my pajamas. Do you know how much new beauty shit that I have? So don't come with the bullshit. I can talk about what I want to talk about. I support Mel. I go to her event. I buy 7,000 new beauty stuff. So don't come with the bullshit. Where's your fucking tickets at? Where have you flew? Where's your hotel tickets at? Where's your fucking event tickets at? Don't push me. Go find something safe to do. Because this ain't it. Don't bring your ass back over here. Where you at? Where the fuck you at? Because you done ran my blood pressure up. I hate when people come on here and talking shit about a Jew and millimeter and ain't been to now fucking event to support her. Get the fuck out of here. Where the fuck you at? Where the fuck you at, Miss Lady? Because you done ran my pressure up right now. You done ran my fucking pressure up. You done ran my fucking pressure up right now. Where you at? Where she at? Somebody find her. One of my moms find her. Because she done ran my fucking blood pressure up right now. Now, how is that? Do you think a person that's not a millimeter going to go to all male events, book a plane ticket, book a hotel, have to Uber around, have to buy food for a person who's not a real millimeter? Who does that? A crazy person? Who the fuck does that? Who the fuck does that? Do you know how much a fucking plane ticket is? Do you know how much fucking Uber is? I don't have no car when I'm out of town. I Uber everywhere. Do you know how much a VIP ticket is? So for me to not be a millimeter, lady, go find something safe to do. Go take your ass and play in traffic. That's what you better go do. Better go play in traffic somewhere. You got the wrong one. This lady run my pressure up. This lady ran my fucking blood pressure up. Let's see what you do, lady. Just because I talk about somebody else, I don't support male. Get the fuck out of here. This woman ran my fucking blood pressure up. I have to take me a damn blood pressure pill. Lady, the first time I ever got on a plane was for a meal. I have never got on a plane before in my life by my fucking self. Don't tell me I don't support male. bitch. The fuck out of here. I got on a plane by myself to go support Mel at her fucking event. Don't tell me I don't fucking support Mel and I'm not no fucking millimeter. I was scared to death and got on the plane, bitch. Don't tell me that bullshit. I've never flew by myself before. And I got on a plane by myself to come see Mel. Don't tell me that bullshit. The fuck out of here. Don't bring your stupid ass back on my page no more. I'm sorry for the people that don't hear. I get upset. I'm sorry. I don't usually get upset like this. I am so sorry. I am sorry, y'all. I am sorry. Sorry for the older people that's over here on my page. I do not get upset like this, but I do not like people coming on here. I do not do that. Let me calm myself down, y'all. Give me a minute. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm trying to get myself together because I just really, really hurt my feelings. I love Mel. Mel has give me a moment, y'all. Okay, y'all. I'm coming back. I have to get myself together. I love Mel. Mel has helped me a lot with a very bad situation I was going with. That's how I connected with Mel. I've told y'all before, if y'all not heard before, I have never flew by myself before. And I had to get to that one event Mel was hosting in Atlanta. I was so scared to get on that plane by myself. I have never flew by myself before. And I got on that plane and went and see Mel event. I went to Mel event. And ever since then, and at that time I was not a content creator. I was just a subscriber. And so ever since then, I've been rocking with Mel. That's how I met Sassy T. I met T Talk with Your Girl, and a lot of other content creators. So for someone to get on my platform and say I do not support Mel, that kind of just hurt my feelings. I had to get myself together because I don't cuss, I don't go off, I don't do none of that. I just don't do it. I pay my money to go catch flights, rent hotels, rent Airbnbs, catch Ubers. I have to pay for food while I'm there. I have to pay the ticket, and I get the VIP ticket. So to say I'm not a millimeter, I have shirts, I buy the tights, I buy all the products. I just don't buy her product. I go to the event. I support her. So I don't understand why she would come on here and say that. That just really kind of hurt me. And I know I can't let people get under my skin like that. But I have never had nobody come in my chat and do that before since I've been on here. Now Bobo will come on here and say something like that. But when people come up, when she came on here and said, "You're not a millimeter," what, lady? I support Mel. What are you talking about? I just had to get myself together. That kind of really, 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 really hurt me a little bit, but that's okay. That's all right. And I remember I said I do not like blocking people from my channel because this is a safe place over here. But when you get too disrespectful and say stuff to make me uncomfortable or upset, then I have to block you. I let everybody have their own opinions, opinions. But if you get to saying bad stuff or disrespectful stuff that hurt me on my own channel, then I have to block you. You could have kept that to yourself. What makes you think I don't support Mel? Because I'm saying something about Martell? You have to bring stuff that Martell do to the forefront so we can keep our eye on him to make sure we know where he at. And sometimes I just get on here to make fun of him. But that don't mean I don't love Mel and support her. Mel has helped me out in more ways than y'all will ever know. Things that I wasn't doing, I was lacking in doing. Melody, gave me that push to keep going to do it. And then I have met you guys. I have met some wonderful sisters along the way. So Mel has did a lot for me in my life. So by somebody saying that I would support Mel, that just kind of just rubbed me the wrong way. And I do apologize about that, guys, but it just did something to me. But let me get back to it. And again, I apologize for anybody on here. I apologize to you guys for cussing. I usually don't cuss like that, but she had just really, really got me to going, guys. I apologize about that. Let's see. Let me see what y'all are saying. Uh, Hello, proud Mimi, my member MIT sipper. Dr. Seuss, don't give for your energy. We know who and what you are about is probably one of the leftover cast fans. Spiral. I know. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Why do you want to come on people channel and page and cause havoc? Hello, B. Martin. Welcome, welcome. Okay, thank you guys for blocking her because I was trying to find her. Sorry, Helena. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't run you off. I done drunk me some water and took one of my high blood pressure pills. You said they're going around causing havoc on the millimeter pages. Hello, Patricia. We got 138 likes and 128 in the chat. You said you don't believe she's a millimeter. All right, thank you guys for understanding. Yeah, she's a non-factor because anybody know y'all see if y'all go to Melanie events, y'all see me there all the time. I have never said anything bad about Melanie. I love Melanie. I have pictures with Melanie. I support any and everything Melanie do. I know Melanie is having a picnic, I think in April. And the only way we might not be there, that I might not be there, because we have a trip planned for April. If it's not around our trip time, then I will be there. But anything Melanie mostly has, I'm usually there. Yeah, the devil is working, I think. Yeah, whoa. You know what? I don't understand. I don't go on people's pages that I don't like. Or if I, go on their page, I go up in the bushes. I don't go on their comments and say nothing. Hello, hello. Miss Wallace, hello, my member and tea sipper. Yes, I didn't calm myself down. I done took one of my high blood pressure pills. Thank you, Helena. Thank you. Y'all know I could be telling Martell he got nut huggers on. That was your first time blocking somebody, Capricorn Flower? All right, you did a great job. You know, like I told y'all can come over here and voice your opinion, but just don't be disrespectful. Thank you, Lisa. Yes, y'all know I'm a millimeter. I do not play about meal. Y'all have seen her on other platforms, wherever this lady is. She said you like all the custom millimeters. I mean, these people just come over here on the page and just say whatever the hell they want to say. They don't give a shit. They don't care what they say. They just come in your chat and just tell you. Capricorn card did you get? Oh, so Linda, she goes on other people's platforms as well. Thank y'all. Thank you. She had just got. I don't look. I don't get upset. Y'all know that. I'll let y'all say whatever y'all want to say. I don't. Um. I don't do that. But this woman had just got me. Rap a lady. Do you know I go to all male events? What the hell? What the hell? When have you ever heard me say something bad about male? When? Oh, thank you, Proud Mimi, for the $15 super sticker. Drop the T drops and T sippers know who you are. Bump the rest of them. We vibrate on our own level. We Melanie Cherie Rogers fans point blank and period. Yes, thank you so much, Proud Mimi. Thank you. Thank you, my member and also my T sipper. Thank you so much. Thank you, Helena. The weapons will form, but they won't prosper. Yeah, these people is crazy. People have time to go on other people's platforms and just talk crazy. You don't got nothing else to do. You ain't got no damn job. Just want to come over here and cause havoc. Go find somebody else platform to go on. Yes, there you go right there. I'm a millimeter too, and Melanie has helped me to become brave and walk away from a toxic situation. There you go right there, caller. That's what I'm talking about right there. And thank you so much for supporting the channel, everyone. Yes, Melanie has helped people do things they thought they could never do before. Thank you, Kelly. You know if Melanie, my daughter. Hold on once, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Let's see here. You said you believe it's a troll. I wonder, do these people be having fake pages? She does that. This isn't the first time she has came into another CC's with the same bull stuff. Oh, okay. She's coming to other people. Chat. Okay. Okay. I thought I had ran you off, Elena. Thank you, Doreen. I don't. Okay. Thank you, Linda. I thought I ran y'all off. That's what they're saying on another CC's page, that it was in the Sun that he had filed for full custody. Full custody. Hello, Marlene. Welcome to the chat. We got 153 likes and 116 in the chat. The love over here will always outweigh and overshadow the hate. We love you. I dropped the team. We understand your passion. If you know how much Mel has changed my perspective on life, praise God. Yes, Stacy, she has really changed my life, and she has helped me out of a lot of situations, a lot of things that I was going through in my life. And one day I'll talk to you guys about it. Just a toxic situation that I was in. Hello, my name only. Yes, I'm calming down, and I took my high blood pressure pill, y'all. No, ain't no judge gonna give him no kids. Somebody said he's squatting now, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Y'all know every time Melanie go on a nice trip or go out of town with those kids, he gets upset. Yeah, look, you know what? I don't like to get like that. I be trying my hard, Kelly, not to be cussing and stuff. 160 likes and 124 in the chat. I'm trying not to, Lady Pooh. I'm trying. You went to the bathroom and came back. I'm sorry. I don't know why these people want to come in other people chat and start chaos. Go find something safe to do. Darcel, the Darcel chick is one of AL followers. Well, she better stay over there or find her ass something safe to do, because she gonna get cussed out over here. Now I did say, you can come over here and voice your opinion, but don't come over here disrespecting me. Oh wow. You said Darcel is probably Martell. Well, Martell gonna get his ass cussed out. But y'all, what are we was talking about? I didn't calm myself down. Um, Hello, what is it? TT Price. Hello. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Martell can't afford to take care of the 4-piece chicken nuggets. He's looking for child support because the Social Security has turned him down, and everything he has tried, he has failed. He has failed. Yes, everything Martell has tried to do. That's why I was saying, what is the rebranding? You think maybe he's going to try to bring maybe back out wine again? Because I did hear he was trying to bring out an athletic line that he was supposed to be selling over there on the TikTok. They said he was going to try to bring out another brand over there on the TikTok. Now, I don't know what happened with him trying to bring it out. I've never seen you get like this, but it was understandably love. You just watch your. Thank you, all the 10 channel. Yeah, I know I usually don't get like that, but this lady, you know, I'm like, woman, what is you talking about? Go talking about, I'm gonna have to watch it. You ain't gonna watch me. I'm gonna be watching you. I'm gonna be watching you. You said normally Mel doesn't show the kids on live. Did she win custody? And he filed again. Melanie wasn't showing the kids on live. Like Marcus and Miss Van will show the kids. Melanie don't show the kids. You said her stuff was old from over there. Okay. He said they need to go to the platform to like or come and keep your negativity to yourself. Right. Go over there to the other platforms that that don't. If y'all, like I said, this is a millimeter platform, but I do let people, if they want to, come over here and talk and be respectful, as long as they don't bash Melanie or anything. I'm okay with that. But if you come over here and then try to bash Melanie, then I'm have to kick you out. But then you gonna come over here and say I'm not a millimeter, oh, then I have to, get upset. But Coleslaw was saying that she told Martell that he needs to give Melody full custody so he can get himself together. And y'all remember that we heard her say that she wants Martell to give Melody full custody of the kids because she said Martell don't have any help with the kids. And she said she's not going to be getting up out of her bed, coming over there early in the morning, helping them with the kids. She said because she can't even spend the night over there at his house when the kids are there. So she said she's not going to be getting up coming over there. And she said Melody has a team. Melanie has a team. So that's why she said Melanie needs to have full custody of the kids. I believe that she has full custody and he has visitation rights. Lady Pooh, you think Martell has visitation? You said for now? Oh, thank you, Lady Pooh. Yeah, they will. They will ruffle. I see they will ruffle your skin. They'll come over here and start talking crazy. And y'all know, I'll let y'all, you know, pretty much say what you guys want, long as it's respectful. You know, yeah, the gates will be on in 15 minutes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm getting ready to watch that, guys. All right, guys, we've been on here for 3 hours. I have been on here for 3 hours, so I'm fit to get off of here and lay down for a little bit. And I will be back on at 8 or 9 o'clock. Also, if you are new to my channel, I hope I didn't run anybody off. I would love for you to become one of my T drops. Or if you're not a member, I would love for you to become a member. Follow me on my other platforms, which are Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Drop the T. And also like, comment, and share the video. I'm trying to get to my 3,000 subscribers by the end of April. All right, guys. I will see you guys later on this later on this afternoon. Bye bye for now.